Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another great video. Or great and great, I don't really know. The last one was pretty, well, not good, and I know that because the lighting was shit, and I wasn't really speaking like I used to, and I don't know, maybe it was just I didn't really put a whole lot of work into it, and I'm sorry about that, but I hope this video is going to be a little bit different. And I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like there's an awful lot of like ambient in the background. So let me do that if that's a bit better, dude. Okay, cool. Well, as you read before you clicked on the video, this video is gonna be a 5 awkward moments for me, like 5 moments that I like witnessed, well, was part of, which was really like awkward. And thinking back about it, like now it's also pretty awkward to think of, and I just think to myself like, why did I do that? Or like, I wish I could go back and just change that. Yeah, it was really awkward for both me and everyone else surrounding that moment of things. So let's start with it, shall we? Okay, so number one is, back when I worked at was graduating from video school, my boss told me and the rest of the class that his wife sadly got diagnosed with cancer. And I don't know, it's just my like natural response to things like that are like sad, or really, it's just my natural response to things that are sad, or if it's something that I'm like, okay, I don't really want to hear this, but it's pretty sad, so I'm just gonna laugh. Or if I'm in a room and it's awfully quiet and someone's saying something sad, I just laugh uncontrollably, and I can't help it. Like, it's I don't do it to be like mean towards a person or anything, but you know, it just happened and it was really awkward. And so I had to live with that for like 6 months afterwards. Like, oh my god, dude, I just laughed at your wife getting diagnosed with cancer, but I also like told like the rest of the guys that, you know, it's just something that I do and I know is really wrong, and that I probably shouldn't have done it, but it's just something that I can't control. Like, whenever I feel something's awkward, I just laugh. Like, not like, oh bro, your fucking wife is dying. Not like that, it's more like, you know, fuck. Ish, you know, I can't really control it, and I really want to control it, but I just can't, and it's just weird, and it's sad and everything. So yeah. Well, number two, that like I was a girl once that I had something with, and we were sitting in parents' garage, and I remember like her parents were like having a conversation with us both, and I don't know why, but my friend decided to make a weird like sound, which sounded like a fucking rabbit being choked or something. And I just sat there like trying to say with a yeah, sorry, I got something in my throat. Like, it's, yeah, but in reality it was like I didn't know what it was, and I'm cringing just by thinking of it because this was so awkward. And on top of that, when I went home, her mom like asked her if I'm gay. Like, her mom thought that I was gay, and that was really awkward. So I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm not gay." But that's, I don't know. Maybe like some people think that I might be, but I'm not. I don't know. It happened more than once actually. That someone was like, "Yo, so you gay, bro?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't really do the whole sausage thing. I love to get my sausage dipped, but I don't like when other people dip the sausage." Not that I've tried it, but I just know that no. Let's just take it to the number 3, okay? I remember like I got really drunk one day, and I at a friend's house, and we were my friend's mom's apartment, and we were like drinking, and we were just like having a good time. But we went to get some McDonald's, and because, you know, when you're drunk, crave McDonald's all of a sudden. I know, whenever I'm drunk, I just want McDonald's. And I remember we were going to McDonald's, and I met this dude. This was actually the first awkward moment of that. We met this dude, and I was really drunk, he was really drunk, and we all were pretty fucking drunk. And he was going somewhere, and I don't know, and he seemed like, my friend seemed to know this guy, so I was like, "Oh yeah, dude, cool, see you later, fist bump." And he was like, "What the fuck's a fist bump? You're threatening me." And if my friend hadn't been there, we probably got into a fight, because he thought I would fight him because it's that fist bump, you know, when you do that. He thought I was gonna punch him in the face, which I'm not. And that was the first awkward moment, because I was just like, I'm not really the tallest dude. Well, I wasn't back then, now I'm a bit taller, but I was really like, that back then I didn't really know just how the world worked, because I was constant drunk. And so my friend just pushed him away. We went to McDonald's, right? And there was like freaking plus 135,000 degrees outside. That's what it felt like. And we went to McDonald's and we met like, it was these three girls. We were pretty like sweet, And they went with us to his mom's apartment to like drink and stuff like that. And back then I had lots of personal issues, so that meant that I didn't really know just how to control myself when I was not that I raped anyone, just a real quick disclaimer, but I couldn't really control my emotions when I'm drunk, I couldn't really back then. So one of these girls went to that thing, meet a friend or something, and I was like, oh, you leaving? Why are you leaving? And I started crying, and that was really awkward, okay? I'm still like, whenever I think back to the whole thing right today, I'm just still like, oh my god, dude, I want to shoot myself or something. It was really awkward, but of course, we spoke and she's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. But it's still like, I think it's always gonna like be part of me that's just gonna be, that was really awkward, dude. Why would you do that? And that's true, because it was really awkward. And I probably should have just been like, not emptying the whole fridge full of beers like that night, because that's what I did. Like, we had a whole fridge full of beer and I just emptied the whole fridge, and yeah, that's how drunk I was. On top of that, I also had like a bottle of like, I believe it was rum or something, and that was really crazy. That's also why I don't really decide to drink as much as I used to back in the day, because I can't control alcohol a whole bunch, dude, okay? Well, I mean, depending on the company I'm in, I can be like, oh yeah, I'll just have a beer, whatever, dude. Moving on to number 4. Ooh, I believe, isn't it number 4 now? Yeah, I got it written down, just so you guys know. Just so you're not like, why the fuck are you looking over there? Yeah. I remember my 18th birthday, I went to my friend's place. And this was actually, my mom doesn't know this, okay? So I'm sorry, mom, if you're watching this, but it's just, yeah, I went to my friend's place on my 18th birthday, like, in the night of my 18th birthday. And this was, like, the first time I've ever really been to his place, and the first time I've ever really smoked weed. And he had this bong. So I tried smoking out this bong, like a few times. And we had some other friends over, and I had alcohol at the same time. So you know how that mixes up. It's not really a good cocktail. Like, weed and alcohol is never good. I for some reason just like walk around in circles, and I don't know why, but I just do. I just walk around in circles around this table, and I remember like the table is like in the middle of the room, and on both sides there's trash. There's like a trash can, and yeah. So I'm walking around, and just as I reach the end of the table, I start like vomiting like this huge fucking gunk of slime into the trash can, and it was just, oh. But still, I hit the trash can. It was sort of like a hole-in-one with a ball of vomit. So that's both a win and a lose, Like, I both won some cool shit, like hole-in-one, dude, and still didn't, because it was really awkward, and it's still awkward today. But yeah, I don't smoke weed or do drugs anymore. I decided not to, because it's really not, kids, it's not, drugs are not cool, okay? Don't do drugs, kids. Oh yeah, I remember being at this local pub with, like, back when I was graduating, this was back when I was graduating video school, like, there was this local pub that we all went to on Fridays and like paydays, because we get paid every 14th day. Vi var helvete, every second week. Yeah, we get paid, and so we just go to this pub, and it's pretty cool, It's pretty cool to just go to a pub and have a few beers. I don't know, like, it's not that awkward. It was just more like, what was thinking? But yeah, we were at this pub, and it was just, we were at this pub, and there was only like 3 of us left, including me. So it was like, I believe Magnus and a girl, a guy, and maybe Magnus and Moody, I can't remember. Me, of course, yeah. And there's like, at the other table, there's these like people sitting there, and then there's other, like, she looked pretty cute, Walked in, there's this, when you walk into the bar, there's this small segment of sitting at the bar, and there's back, and there's like couches. Then she walked into the back room where my friends and I were sitting. I was to sit with a friend. And she like smiled at me, and I smiled back, of course, because when someone smiles, you smile back. And so I did. And then I went to the bar, because I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get another beer before I leave, because I was going to my friend's place again to drink. And so I did, and I don't know why, but I sort of thought like, oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna see if I can make a move on this girl. And so I just walked like the most awkward walk ever. I don't even know if I can like remake it or anything. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. It was a little bit like. That's what it sort of was like, and it was really, yeah, really awkward for both me and her and everybody else. Look at that, yeah, I don't know. That was the best recreation I could make of it, and I don't know why. It didn't even look like it was a bit more awkward than that actually. Look, I'm all cringy now. I don't know why. Holy moly, dude. But yeah, that does it for my 5 awkward moments. Do you have any awkward moments that you ever experienced? Like, it could be anything, then please leave it in the comments down below if you made it this far into the video. I'll try to keep it as exciting as I possibly could. And so yeah, but that wraps it up for this video anyway. So yeah, as I said, leave a comment down below and tell me about your awkward moment. It could be when you were drunk, if you were high, if you were just, you know, sober, and if you're doing weird stuff and you were like afterwards like, why? Dude, that was so awkward. Just tell me about it in the comments, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new. So yeah, as always, stay lit fam, peace out my nuggets, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!